Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another MLB The Show 24 franchise mode. We are back yet again with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and in today's franchise, it is an exciting one. It is a day that everyone has been longing for. It is officially opening day baseball for our Pirates franchise. In the last episode, we took a look at some of the spring training hopefuls, some of the guys that made the cut, some of the guys that were not too hopeful, and some of the future hopefuls for this Pirates team. As we are going to be diving into it, we are going to be taking on the Miami Marlins at their home stadium today. It is going to be opening day, the home opener for the Marlins. The Pirates home opener is yet to come, but we will be getting there shortly. As we break things down, as you can see in front of us, we are going to have an absolute pitcher's duel to be starting the season, as we have starting pitcher and ace of the staff in Mitch Keller. Mitch Keller looking to bounce off of what was an impressive start of a season for him in 2023. Definitely a breakout season for Keller, seeing a lot of extra spin rate on the fastball and on the breaking stuff as well. Arguably has one of the best sweeping breaking balls in all of baseball, going up against a prodigy young pitcher in 20-year-old Yuri Perez. Yuri Perez broke into the majors in a big way. Unfortunately for him, injury did set him back a little bit, so he is looking to set foot and have his foot in the door as he looks to break into this Miami club. He is going to be what I would consider to be one of the youngest starters to open a series and at least a home opener in recent history. With that being said, guys, let's take a look at opening day lineups and jump into. And before we jump into that, we are going to be talking about some of the top players in this Miami Marlins organization. Very similar to the Pittsburgh Pirates, their top player in their organization is also going to be a bullpen arm and their closing arm in Tanner Scott. Tanner Scott is ranked at a 91 overall, and he has an awesome first name, so plus attributes to that. Yuri Perez is going to be the opening day starter and notched at an 89 overall for the 20-year-old. Very highly touted prospect in Yuri Perez. Following that up is going to be in AAA starting Sandy Alcantara. The game has decided that Alcantara is still going to be trying to rehab through some injuries, so they decided to slot him into the AAA spot. I am sure in the future we are going to be seeing more of Sandy Alcantara. However, for this series, he is going to be spending that time rehabbing that injury that he has in real life in AAA in this one. Followed behind him is going to be Jake Berger, the 83 overall A potential, formerly a Chicago White Sox, now brought over to the Marlins. Jazz Chisholm Jr., the former cover boy of MLB The Show, is going to be an 83 overall as well. And as you look at it, the pitching is definitely what is the strong suit for the Miami Marlins, as they got Jesus Luzardo, AJ Puck, and Braxton Garrett rounding out the bottom of the top of the best guys in their team. And it is now time for opening day lineups. The lineups are set by the coaches, and taking a look, we're going to dive into the Miami Marlins starting nine before we talk about our very own Pittsburgh Pirates. Leading things off for the Marlins is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. playing center field. He is a left-handed bat. Followed right behind him is Brian De La Cruz in the DH spot, batting second today. Luis Arias, batting champion last year. Third is going to be where they slot him at. He is going to be playing second base. Followed in the cleanup spot is third baseman Jake Berger. Josh Bell is going to be the first baseman on the day, playing and hitting in the 5-hole. Jesus Sanchez is going to be the left fielder, batting in the 6th spot. Followed right behind him in the 7-hole is Nick Gordon, playing shortstop today. And in the 8th spot is Christian Betancourt behind the dish for him. And following and rounding things out is Avisail Garcia. Now, jumping things over, the first lineup of the Pittsburgh Pirates, the 4-1-2, just to give you a clue, we are going to be talking it, and leading things off is none other than O'Neal Cruz. Going to be leading things off for the time being. I think leading him off is going to be a good start, at least for now, as we break into things. Michael Taylor is going to be following him up, batting in the 2nd spot, playing center field today. In the 3 spot is going to be Bryan Reynolds. He's a nice switch hitting bat the Pirates have, looking for a lot of potential and a lot of a good resurgence for Bryan Reynolds. I think last year was a little bit of a down year. I would hope to see the average jump up a little bit for him, and that is hopefully going to be the goal for us this year. In the cleanup spot, batting and playing left field is Jack Suwinski. In the number 5 spot, playing third base today, in one of the best defensive third basemen in all of baseball, if not the best defensive third baseman, is Ke'Bryan Hayes. Followed right behind him in the 6th spot, batting in the DH role, is going to be Andrew McCutchen, chasing that 300 career home runs. He is just 1 home run shy of notching his 300th career home run for Andrew McCutchen. Will it happen in this series? Will it happen at the home opener? McCutchen would love to do it in front of the Pittsburgh faithful, but we will see how the story is meant to be told. Followed right behind him is Rowdy Tellez, batting and playing first base. Henry Davis is going to be behind the dish in the 8th spot. Both catchers are in the 8th spot today, and rounding things out for us in the 9th spot, playing second base, is Jared Triolo. And following things up, we are going to be talking about what the 2024 preseason projections look like for the Pirates, and things, in my opinion, are a little bit interesting. Not really exactly at all what I was expecting them to be doing with the projections. The only one to me that makes even a little bit of the most sense is Ke'Bryan Hayes, and I think I'm stretching on that one as well. The projected record is arguable. I think we're definitely going to be performing better than that, especially maybe by my own hand, hoping to have a little bit of say in that. But as the average stands, Ke'Bryan Hayes, they are saying, is going to be our highest average hitter with a 269. They are saying Jack Suwinski with an OPS of 780. Also with 27 home runs and 77 RBIs. Ji-hwan Bae is saying to be the stolen base leader with 19, and obviously, as we mentioned, a 3.3 projected WAR for Ke'Bryan Hayes. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Is these going to be accurate representations of what the Pirates are going to be looking? Who do you guys think is going to be leading in these charges? And with that being said, guys, let's get into opening day right now. And it is here, opening day. It is time. We got the national anthem. We got baseball finally happening. Opening day. Spring training is wrapped up. The opening day lineups are here, and it is a glorious moment to be a baseball fan. And in particular, it is time for Pirates baseball. We are here at Miami, the home of the Miami Marlins. As we take a look at things, we are excited to be getting into opening day. The festivities and everything are underhand, and we are moments away from first pitch, where Mitch Keller and Yuri Perez will be facing off in what is sure to be a Spitfire pitcher's duel. We are going to be talking about the guy right in front of us here, Yuri Perez. The 20-year-old was an absolute phenom whenever he was pitching in the 2023 season. Due to injuries and time spent down in the minors, Yuri Perez only was able to slot in 2023. He was able to get 19 games started, a 5-6 record, while throwing 91 in the third innings with almost a sub-3 ERA and a whip of 1.13, while racking over 100 strikeouts in just those 90 innings. First batter he will face is O'Neal Cruz, who hits an absolute cruise missile over into that shortstop third base hole. That is going to be the first batter and the first hit of this ball game. Next batter up, Michael Taylor. He's going to show signs of patience, and he is going to walk. Now it is runners at first and second for Bryan Reynolds. He's going to hit this one up the middle, but not enough, and nearly a double play. Reynolds just able to beat out the throw. We now have runners at first and third with just one out. Jack Suwinski would be the next batter, and swing and a miss. Down goes Suwinski on the big 12-6 curveball from Perez. That's going to be a strikeout, and followed up is another one by Ke'Bryan Hayes, and that is going to be be the end of the inning. Pirates get a couple runners, but Perez shuts down the damage. And taking a look at the Pirates ace in Mitch Keller, nearly got 200 innings while striking out 210 batters with a whip of 1.25 and a 13-9 record with a strikeout rate over 25% at 27.9. First batter he will face is Jazz Chisholm, and look at the movement on that curveball. A reason why the strikeout rate was up so high for Keller last year, as we take a look at what could be one of the best curveballs, and again, you're going to see it, this one inducing a ground out, and you will find that in this game, that is a bit of a theme for Keller to be using, as next batter for him, Luis Arraez, and like we said, that curveball, an absolute menace in the arsenal of Mitch Keller. That is going to be the first inning, no hits for the Marlins. First batter in the second is going to be Andrew McCutchen, and that one, an ugly swing, 99 miles an hour, nearly hitting triple digits with that one. That will be Perez's third strikeout, and before you can blink, let's add another one. A hanging curveball freezes Tellez, and Yuri Perez is looking to get in a groove. 3-2 count by Henry Davis, and swing and a miss on that same pitch just thrown to Tellez, and Perez is grooving. But not to mention another guy that was grooving does let up the base hit to Jake Berger. Mitch Keller allows his first hit in this one. Next batter is Josh Bell, 0-2 count. That one's going to go down the line. That is at least going to be one. That will put the base runners at the corners with nobody out. Jesus Sanchez, the 1-2, a cutter inside, gets a much-needed strikeout. That is Keller's third strikeout now. Nick Gordon, next batter, 1-2, see ya later. A swinging strikeout on that one. 4 strikeouts so far in the game, and Betancourt is going to flail this one to the second baseman Triolo, and Keller gets out of his own jam. We have ourselves a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel to start off the season. 3-2 count to Jared Triolo. That one is going to sky up to the left fielder. That is an easy out number 1. Next batter, O'Neal Cruz, the 1-out pitch. This one is skied in the air. It has height, it has some distance, it has a chance, and it is gone. O'Neal Cruz notching his first home run of the season, a wall scraper, but they all count the same nonetheless. 366 feet from O'Neal Cruz. That one jumping off the bat at 97.6 miles an hour. He runs into a high fastball, taking another look at it. Don't even think that pitch was in the zone, and it kind of just shows that absolute talent and raw power that O'Neal Cruz possesses. Next batter would be Michael Taylor, the 3-2, and Mr. Patient has himself a second walk of the game. He has both walks so far surrendered by Perez. Next batter gets froze up, Brian Reynolds. That curveball freezing batters today. Perez already in just 3 innings has 6 strikeouts, make it 7. Another one on the big bender, 7 strikeouts in just 3 innings. But Perez does allow a mistake. He does prove to be human, and Cruz adds to the tally. Pirates up 1-2, and Avisail Garcia. Down he goes. Keller coming back with his own arsenal, trying to challenge Perez. That's a strikeout. That's a strikeout. And back-to-back Ks for Mitch Keller, as both pitchers in this one are absolutely grooving. 2-2 count. This one hit hard. Triolo dives. That is going to be a base hit for Brian De La Cruz, and we have a runner on first with just 2 outs. Luis Arraez, he's gonna slap this one the other way. This is danger for the Pirates. The cut throw to O'Neal Cruz, to home. This one plenty of time with the hard throwing Cruz. Strike right to the catcher Davis. A nice relay from Sawinski to Cruz allows for the out, and that is going to stop the run from scoring. Pirates will hold that lead. Cabrian Hayes, 3-2 count for him. He's going to draw a walk. That is now the third walk Yuri Perez has allowed. Pirates are striking out a ton, but at least they are showing a little bit of discipline in this one, as Andrew McCutchen on the 0-0 count, he's going to sky that one lazily to left field, and that is out number 1 in the 4th inning. Rowdy Tellez, swing and a miss, you guessed it, the big curveball continuing to be the danger of the Pirates right now. And yep, another one. 9 strikeouts for Perez just through 4 innings. The curveball being a good percentage as we move into the next inning, showing signs of the bullpen warming up. 77 pitches for Perez. That is going to be strikeout number 10 for him. But the manager early in the season doesn't want to allow Perez's arm to fatigue too much. Nearing that 80 pitch mark, they are going to pull him, and it doesn't matter as Trevor Rogers picks up the next strikeout right where Perez leads off. Michael A. Taylor would be the next one. He hits one high and deep to center field. This one's got a chance. Warning track power, time to hit the weight benches. Michael Taylor does not connect on that one. We are back with Mitch Keller, and he's doing the same thing you're seeing on the other side. That is strikeout number 9 for Mitch Keller. Number 9 hitter in Avisail Garcia would be the final out of the 5th inning. And again, pitching seems to be reigning supreme as we move things right back into the 6th. Keller continuing to deal in the middle innings here. That is going to be out number 1 for him. 1-0 count now to Brian De La Cruz, and this one hit to Cruz. That is going to be another out for Keller as he is grooving right along. 1-1 count to Arias. That one is slapped, hit well, but Taylor has a good beat on it, and that is going to end the 6th inning. Keller cruising along. Offense is being stagnant. 3-2 count for Kutch. That one catches the corner and just froze up a backdoor slider by Trevor Rogers. That is going to allow Rowdy Tellez a 1-0 count to him. He's going to slap one the other way. And finally, the Pirates showing a bit of offense late in this one. In the 7th inning, Tellez finally notches a hit for them, and right back at it, Henry Davis is going to collect one. Back-to-back hits now for the Pirates, trying to get some type of groove going. Next batter for them would be Jared Triolo. The 3-2 count, swing and a miss. 96 miles an hour on that one. That is going to blow right past Triolo. With 2 outs, we still have runners at first and second. Trying to add to this lead, Pirates offense, Marlins offense have been pretty mute so far. And O'Neal Cruz, look at this battle. 1, 2 foul balls on the 3-2 count, 3 foul balls, and this one he will take. That is going to be a very well-driven walk for O'Neal Cruz. His 3rd time reaching base in this one, but it is for naught as Michael A. Taylor swings and misses. And again, that theme of strikeout is dwelling on the Pirates, trying to get the bats going. We do have the 1 run. We are still up as we head into the late frames. The 2-2 count now to Jake Berger, and that curveball has been like Yuri Perez's 12-6, an absolute menace. Josh Bell, next batter, he's going to put a charge into this one. That one is going to bounce off the bottom of the wall. Sawinski fields it well, and he's going to fire into second, but not in time. That is a double for Josh Bell in this one. A chance for the Marlins now. Fans and players getting excited. 2-2 count. Jesus Sanchez been running that cutter inside on him all day long. That one gonna fare just like the others. Nick Gordon now a base hit for him. Sawinski fires home. 2 outs, and this one is gonna cut off the runner. And yet again, Jack Sawinski showing great defense, playing the new position in left field from last year. Played a lot of center field, and this one shows a great potential here. Josh Bell gets gunned down at the plate. we are going to head later into the frames here as Mitch Keller does a great job in 7. JT Chargois is going to be the next pitcher for the Miami Marlins. 42 and a third innings. He notched a 3.61 ERA with a 1.25 whip. Not too bad from Chargois, but his first batter is going to be Brian Reynolds, and he lets up the walk to him. That is going to be the first base runner of the inning for the Pirates. And Jack Suwinski, my goodness, look away, Suwinski fans. That is another strikeout for Jack Suwinski. Taking a look at the sequence he was given, slider, slider, slider. Not good with the off speed on that one. And this one freezes Ke'Bryan Hayes. Chargois, back-to-back strikeouts for him. Andrew McCutchen, a lazy fly ball, and that is going to do it for the 8th inning. Pirates still just the 1 run. Marlins nothing so far, and they are going to call to the bullpen finally. Mitch Keller goes 7 solid frames, and Colin Holderman is going to be the guy coming out of the pen. Holderman, a pretty decent campaign for him for Pittsburgh. As we jump into things, the 3-1 count, this one hit right back to Holderman. An easy first out for the newly placed pitcher, O'Neal Cruz. Next guy is going to fire on. That is out number 2 to Avisail Garcia. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is going to slap this one through the hole. That is going to be a base hit for the Marlins late in this one. Can Holderman shut it down? Next batter, De La Cruz, 3-2 count. Taylor misreads it a little bit, and the runners decide to hold up at their respective bases. Runners now at first and second. Things getting scary. Pinch runner John Birdie would come in to replace Brian De La Cruz. And now Luis Ariz hits this one. That is going to send home Jazz Chisholm, and an absolute money throw by Suwinski yet again has easily saved nearly 3 runs alone in this game from his defense. Striking out or not, his arm is absolutely throwing strikes, and that one is going to yet again save this game. As we jump into the 9th inning, Andrew Nardi is going to be the pitcher. 2.67 ERA with a whip of 1.15 with a strikeout of an absolutely bonkers 34.6. His first batter would be Rowdy Tellez, loses the command, and now up Henry Davis. Next batter, this one hit up the middle. Second baseman Ariz makes the play, and just in time, Henry Davis beats it out, just the one, and Davis gonna try to swipe second, and he does. Just in time, Henry Davis, a catcher with some wheels, is going to be the first one to steal a base on this Pirates team. I'm sure no one had that one on the bingo card. That is going to be a nice stolen base for him, and now up is going to be a base hit for Jared Triolo. Davis does hold up on third base. We now have runners at the corners. O'Neal Cruz, this one skied in the air. Is it going to be enough? It may be, but for whatever reason, Henry Davis does not go, and it may or may not have been a good opportunity. Chisholm does get that ball in pretty quick, but unfortunately, it may have been worth the risk. That one is not going to pay off, and we are heading bottom 9. Icy Light himself, David Bednar, is here. Look at the ERA, the whip, the man, 0-2, and oh no, that one is gone. Jake Berger absolutely blasts this one. 415 feet in the late frames. Miami is going nuts. It is a tied ball game late. The big guy for the Marlins, the guy they acquired in last year from the White Sox, is going to tie this one up. Josh Bell now, the 0-2 to him. He's going to hit one in the gap, and things are getting scary. It is now nobody out and a runner at second base. The game is tied, 2-2 count. Jesus Sanchez says, yeah, I don't even know why I'm here. Another strikeout for him. Nick Gordon would be the next batter. He's going to sky one up. frustration in the bat of Nick Gordon as he slams it down the line as he trots to first base. Christian Betancourt, the 3-2 count to him. O'Neal Cruz fires, and damage has been done. We got extra innings baseball. Aroldis Chapman would be the guy. The bats of the Pirates couldn't get things going, so we are calling to the arm of Chapman to try to hold things down. The extra inning runner is on the 1-0, and this one is blasted. Neither Joe, neither Taylor can get there, and that one, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be enough to score, and the Miami Marlins steal game number 1 in this one. An absolute classic of an opener. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys did enjoy today's episode, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more amazing content. We are going to be posting a double upload, so what that means for everybody that is wondering, this is a 4-game series, so game number 1 is going to be uploaded, and we are also today going to be having games number 2, 3, and 4 in the next episode as well. That will also be posted on the same day, so if you guys are just watching this one, be sure to tune into that one. And with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.